this morning, so let us know.
And we got some high-flying fun in store for you when we check in with our own Danielle Dupuis. She's getting a flying lesson this morning.
She's showing off the Shawnee Flight School and has details on how you can enroll to become a pilot. You're watching Fox 25 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Is that heating and air system
for the Fox 25 News provided by Salon W at 7304 Northwestern.
You're watching the Fox 25 Morning News with Bill Young, Wendy Suarez, and Chief Meteorologist Jeff George. This is the Fox 25 Morning News.
Here is a live look at our Galleria Furniture Cam at I-40 and I-44. You can see traffic is starting to move out there this morning, and get ready. We are going to see some heat today. If you thought it was bad tomorrow, you're going to not like it so much today. Michelle Apon will have your full forecast coming up.
Well, this morning we are spreading our wings and taking flight in these summer skies. Aspiring pilots with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy learning the basics of a Cessna 172.
In Fox 25's Danielle Dupuis joins us live from the Shawnee Airport as several cadets start their training. Good morning, Danielle.
Well, good morning, Bill and Christine. Let me tell you, this is the way to spend your summer. This is awesome. We're at the Shawnee Airport talking about the National Flight Academy. Joining us is actually one of the flight instructors, Tom Huizenga. Good morning to you, Tom.
Good morning.
We are so excited to be out here because tell us a little bit about what you guys do at Shawnee Airport.
Well, at Shawnee Airport, we're a small but growing airport. We've got lots of capacity out here. For the National Flight Academy, we are actually taking young cadets, about 15, 16 years old, giving them about 10 hours of flight instruction in powered aircraft, and hopefully, if they study hard and work long hours, they might be able to solo out here and take this plane up all by themselves.
I love this idea because they're getting the ground education as well as the cockpit education too, right?
Absolutely. They're getting basic ground school, so they have all the knowledge necessary to complete a test that the FAA requires to take the airplane up solo.
And the plane that we're looking at right now, tell us a little bit about this plane.
The actual plane that we're looking at right now is a Cessna 182, and it's one of our newer airplanes in Civil Air Patrol. It's actually equipped with a Garmin 1000 glass cockpit. It's very advanced, and we use this for all of the Civil Air Patrol missions.
And now the cadets are just about to be waking up in the next few minutes, right?
That's right. They're rolling them out of bed right now. They'll get a safety brief and a weather brief, and then they'll bring them over to breakfast. And when they get their breakfast down, pretty soon after that, engines will be starting. They'll be going up in the air.
I love this. And of course, we're going to be here all morning long. We'll be talking to some of the cadets coming up later on in the show, as well as showing off many of these planes. We'll get to see them in the air, and we'll get to talk to a lot of these kids, too, who are learning how to fly these planes.
Absolutely. They're terribly excited about the flying, and they love to talk about it.
Well, Bill and Christine, what a morning, that's for sure. And with that, guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Danielle, thanks. Christine, you were saying that you did a similar story years ago.
I did. I got up and actually went in the plane, and they let me fly it, and I was telling you it's the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life. I don't think I'll ever do it again, but hey, I can say I did it.
There you go. You can cross it off the bucket list. Michelle Apon standing by in the Weather Center. Michelle, how are we doing out there this morning?
Well, we're starting off very warm, and take a look at Oklahoma City.
Coming up, we'll check in with Danielle Dupuis. She is live in Shawnee today.
Yeah, she is getting a flying lesson. How cool is this? She's out at the Shawnee Flight School. We're going to take you along for all the high-flying fun. You're watching Fox 25 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
You're watching the Fox 25 Morning News with Bill Young, Wendy Suarez, and Chief Meteorologist Jeff George. This is the Fox 25 Morning News.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. A live look at I-40 and I-44. The downtown skyline looking great. Traffic not too bad this morning, and an earlier wreck on I-240 at Sunny Lane appears to have been cleaned up. Definitely good news for a lot of commuters. We'll, of course, keep you updated with the latest traffic conditions. And Michelle Apon has a look at your forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Well, have you ever dreamed of taking flight? Now aspiring pilots can take the first step with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy.
And Fox 25's Danielle Dupuis joins us live from the Shawnee Airport with more on this program. Good morning, Danielle.
Well, good morning, Bill and Christine. I'm kind of living out one of my dreams here this morning. We're at the Shawnee Airport. One of the flight instructors, Tom Hazinga, is joining us this morning. We're inside of a Cessna 182 right now, right?
That's correct. This is one of our most advanced mission aircraft in Civil Air Patrol.
This is so much fun. I'm really excited about this. Lots of levers, buttons, different things you pull here. Is this pretty typical of a situation that the cadets are going to be learning in these planes?
It is in a lot of ways. The Cessna 182 mission bird we're in right now is a little bit more advanced with the glass cockpit, but all of the basics are still the same. The controls are still the same, and controlling the engine, basic instrumentation to control airspeed, attitude, and altitude, all the same.
Can I put my hands on this?
You may indeed.
All right, now this makes me feel a little bit more official. And I know this is all part of the National Flight Academy, and this is a chance where cadets can come here, learn how to fly these planes. Tell us a little bit more about this academy.
Well, the academy itself is one of several national level activities that occurred throughout the year in Civil Air Patrol. The cadets volunteer to come here, study hard, work hard. They'll get about 10 flight hours along with some basic ground school. If they work hard and catch on quickly, there's a chance they may actually take one of these airplanes up solo.
Oh, how awesome is that? What a great experience. And this is just one of the ways, maybe if you're looking to become a pilot, you go ahead and become one of these cadets and you get an opportunity to do something like this.
Absolutely. Civil Air Patrol is all about aerospace education for the cadets, as well as some leadership training. We have lots of cadets who are just interested in aviation in general. Some want to go on to become military pilots. We provide an arena where they can actually get in the airplane, get around aircraft, and learn.
I love this. And of course, for more information, just check out our website, OKCFox.com. Bill and Christine, back to you.
Looks like so much fun out there, Danielle.
I'm
having a blast.
See her come flying to the top of the studio in a couple minutes.
She'll be an expert in no time.
Yeah, we'll be checking in with her. You know, they say that up in those small planes, when you start flying, it gets really, really hot up there.
It does. It does. I got really, really hot. Probably because I was so nervous, though. That's probably part of it.
Yeah, it's not going to take a lot to heat up today. Michelle Apon in the Weather Center. Michelle.
All right, thanks, Myron. Up next after the break, we are going to check back in with Danielle Dupuy.
She's made her way to the Shawnee Flight School. I don't know, maybe Danielle will be taking off here any minute. Who knows? You're watching Fox 25 Morning News. We are all local all morning.
You're watching the Fox 25 Morning News with Bill Young, Wendy Suarez, and Chief Meteorologist Jeff George. This is the Fox 25 Morning News.
Good morning. It is 6:44. This is a live look at I-40 and I-44. Traffic is picking up. Your morning is getting started. And get ready because the heat is on.
Yeah, we'll be checking in with Michelle Apon in just a minute for your full forecast. But first, we've got to take to the skies above Oklahoma this morning. Aspiring pilots with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy are starting to learn the basics, and so is Danielle Dupuy.
That's right. She joins us live from the Shawnee Airport as several cadets start their training. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning, Bill and Christine. So right now, I'm standing on the flight line at Shawnee Airport. Of course, one of the flight instructors, Tom Hazinga, is joining us this morning. And what a beautiful morning to bring some cadets up in the skies, right?
It's absolutely beautiful out here. We got a light wind this morning. That'll pick up as we warm up, but this is the way to train people how to fly.
Okay, talking about light wind.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess our high flight antics just was a little too much for our signal.
Those planes are so cool to look at. I know she's been tweeting some pictures as well of the planes she's been hanging out with out there, and so cool.
It is. It's a really neat experience, and of course there are a lot of folks who are always interested in, you know, becoming a pilot, or they maybe throw that around out there like, oh, it'd be really fun to do. Well, here's your chance. So
really doing it.
We'll reconnect with Danielle. Don't worry. We'll check in with her coming up a little bit later. Let's talk about what's happening outside this morning. Coming up here in just about 10 minutes. And right now, I want to take it to Danielle Dupuy, live in Shawnee.
Well, good morning, guys. Bill and Christine, do you guys want to fly? Well, these cadets do. Coming up after the break, we're going to be talking to some of these 15 and 16-year-olds about how they got into flying. You're watching Fox 25 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin Moore.
Welcome back, 712. Listen up, for anybody who has ever dreamed of taking flight, we got you covered.
Now aspiring pilots can take the first step with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy. And Fox 25's Danielle Dupuis joins us live from the Shawnee Airport with more. Danielle.
Well, good morning, guys. Can you hear the planes beginning to start up out here? This is pretty exciting. The cadets have now just entered the part where their planes are, the flight line. And joining us is Ashley Schuler. She's one of the cadets who's learning how to fly this morning. Ashley, you're from Colorado. You came all the way to Oklahoma to do this school. How come?
I got really interested in aviation, and so I got offered this opportunity, but fairly inexpensive compared to civilian, so I jumped on the opportunity as quickly as I could.
You're 16 years old. What made you want to fly a plane?
A few years ago, I was flying all over the United States to go to camps and whatnot, and I was wondering what the pilots were doing, and I just loved being up in the air, so I got interested in Civil Air Patrol.
So how's it going so far?
It's going really good. So far I have an hour and a half of flight time, and I've already landed and taken off and done a few patterns in the air.
What's the hardest thing that you've learned so far?
I think keeping my focus on the plane instead of looking outside.
You want to take in the sights, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know you're from Colorado. Is this your first time in Oklahoma? No, it's not. What do you think Oklahoma?
I think it's a lot flatter, but overall I like it. It's a lot hotter than Colorado right now, but it's still pretty fun.
All right, well, Ashley, thank you so much. And Bill and Christine, I got to tell you, one more thing about Ashley. Not only is she learning how to fly, but she also plays violin, and she competes in rock climbing. So talk about a true Renaissance woman. And with that, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Stand by.
All right, Danielle, pretty impressive stuff there. Just 16 years old. Most kids worrying about driving a car. She's flying a plane.
They're flying planes, and they really got some amazing weather to do it in today. Might be a little hot, Michelle, but it's all right. They can do it.
Yeah.
Well, we got a heat advisory in effect for a lot of our state today. Michelle Apon standing by with details on just how high the thermometer is going to climb.
Plus, if flying has always been your dream, stick around because we are going behind the scenes at a flying school offered just east of the metro. You're watching Fox 25 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Garage door.
Hey, welcome back at 7:43 this morning. We are spreading our wings and taking to the skies.
This summer, aspiring pilots with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy are learning the basics of a Cessna 172, and so is Fox 25's Danielle Dupuis. She joins us live from the Shawnee Airport as several of these cadets start their training this morning. Hey, Danielle.
Well, good morning, guys. I've been studying all morning long, watching these cadets take off. It's so neat out here. We're at the Shawnee Airport, and joining us is Bill Rowden. Bill, you are one of the flight instructors. You've been teaching for a long time. How did you get involved in this program?
Well, I got involved in Civil Air Patrol when I was a cadet. When I was 15, 16, I was a cadet up in Michigan. And it changed my life, so as a result, I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't been for CAP as a young kid. So I work, I'm part of the Shawnee Squadron here in Oklahoma, and we do all kinds of different programs like this to train. Aerospace education is one of our primary goals. We do cadet orientation rides, and I work as a flight instructor at the academy here just to... A lot of these kids wouldn't get a chance to fly if it wasn't for programs like this. I mean, flying is so expensive that few kids today would have an opportunity to actually touch an airplane or fly one if it wasn't for programs like this.
And talking about that, I want to definitely mention that all of you guys are volunteers out here, and first and foremost, you have volunteered your time.
I could make more money doing something else, trust me. I gave up, most of us are here either on vacation or they're retired and they come in for the program, and it's all volunteer. Like any volunteer organization, 90% of the work is done by 10% of the people, and here we are.
And here you are making a difference.
Yes.
And looking over to my right over here, Chase is one of the cadets who actually went to this academy just last year. Chase, you're back here volunteering now. Why was it important to you to come back this year and volunteer for the other cadets?
Well, last year when I attended as a student, I got great flight instruction, and it set me off to a good start. and made it possible for me to get my license. So I just wanted to come back and make that possible for some other cadets.
Some other cadets, and you can hear them in the distance, Bill and Christine. All of the planes taken off this morning. We're going to continue to hang out with these cadets, and of course, for more information, just check out our website, OKCFox.com. With that, guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Danielle. I'm waiting to see if Danielle's going to take to the skies.
I really hope she gets a chance to test out some of her newfound skills.
We'll walk outside. She'll be landing in the parking lot or something like that.
She'll be good. I know she'll be really good at it.
Hey, weather-wise today, at least it's clear flying weather. No problem. But just 6 years? Really? You want to off your husband and you only get 6 years? Hey, let's
interesting couple.
Yeah, seriously, maybe that's a match made in heaven. Let's turn our attention to our own Danielle Dupuis. She is live this morning in Shawnee. Danielle, a little high-flying action taking place.
Oh, yeah, we're doing high-flying action, that's for sure. If you can fly in Oklahoma, you can fly just about anywhere. So coming up after the break, find out how cadets are learning to take to the skies. You're watching Fox 25 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Welcome back. It's 8:17. Have you ever dreamed of taking flight?
Well, our Danielle Dupuis is, and now inspiring pilots can take the first step with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy, and that's where Danielle joins us live from the Shawnee Airport. Good morning, Danielle.
Well, good morning, Bill and Christine. I don't know about you guys, but I've always wanted to try flying, and these cadets here at Shawnee Airport are getting to experience this firsthand. Now, one of the flight instructors is joining us this morning. Tom Huizinga is joining us. I know, Tom, we've been watching some of the planes land, take off, go around in circles around us. What are they doing?
Well, we're teaching the cadets the basics of handling an airplane. If they study hard, they might actually be able to solo out here, but they'll be working the patterns, staying within about a mile of the airport, learning to judge the winds, bring the airplane in for a soft touchdown, and safely take off again.
Now, I know this academy is with the Civil Air Patrol, and you guys do some other things too, right?
Yes, we have 3 congressionally mandated missions, which are aerospace education, which we're taking care of some of that here, along with our cadet program for cadets ages 12 to 18. And we also do emergency services, such as disaster and humanitarian relief, communications, and we actually did participate in some of the relief efforts in Moore.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. Were you guys busy this year?
Actually, very busy. I personally was busy with the tornado out here in Shawnee and helping out my neighbors and my wife cleaning up out here. And lots of the members from both the Shawnee Squadron and from around the state helped out in documenting the damage down there and providing humanitarian relief.
I know a lot of the cadets, like you said, are between the ages of 12 and 18. Why is it important for them to have this type of program?
Well, it gives them a chance in a very safe environment to actually explore aviation as a possible career opportunity, and it also opens up some relatively low-cost flying to them that they might not be able to get anywhere else.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. And of course, for more information, just log on to our website, OKCFox.com. Bill and Christine, back to you.
All right, Danielle, thanks so much. We'll see you back here in just a little bit. Now got to talk about what's happening outside.
How's it looking out there, Michelle?
Well, temperatures continue.
You know, and if you feel like flying's in your veins, boy, we got a great place for you. We are taking you behind the scenes at a flight school just outside of the metro. We'll check in with Danielle Dupuis live coming up on the other side of the break. Fox 25 Morning News, all local, all morning.
I was hurt on the job.
Hey, welcome back. It's just about 8:45 this morning. We are spreading our wings and taking to the skies.
We sure are. This summer, aspiring pilots with the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Flight Academy are learning the basics of a Cessna 172. And Fox 25's Danielle Dupuis joins us live from the Shawnee Airport as several of those cadets are starting their training. Danielle, we keep wishing for you to jump up in that plane as well.
Oh, guys, I wish I could. We'll have to get the proper certification before they can take me up in the air. But Ed Angala is joining us. He's actually the director of operations. And what a camp you guys have going here. I know a lot of cadets from all across the country are learning how to fly here. Tell us a little bit about why you guys do this.
Well, it's part of our aerospace education and cadet training program. We know a lot of our kids, the reason they joined Civil Air Patrol is because the aviation bug has hit them, and luckily these cadets were able to were selected to come out here. There were five 5 powered academies throughout the country, and there are another 5 glider academies. Unfortunately, we can't accommodate all of the cadets who'd like to arrive, but it's, a lot of these kids come out here, they've wanted to fly since they're 4, 5, 6 years old, like I was.
Yeah.
And they give them the opportunity to learn, at least get some flying time, concentrated flying time, instead of, waiting for the weekends back home, around school. This way they get 10 straight days of flying.
And I know for a lot of people, this is their dream to fly. Tell us how you got interested in flying. What age was it for you?
About 13, 14, when I was in high school, junior high, I knew I wanted to be a pilot. I also at the time knew I wanted to be an Air Force officer. And I had airplane pictures on the wall like a lot of guys do, building model airplanes, and that's all. That's just something I wanted to do. And I was able to finally learn how to fly, because it is kind of an expensive thing to do. And it's been fun ever since.
And here you go, and this is a great opportunity for kids to do that. And the nice thing too about Bill and Christine is this allows kids to get that hands-on experience. They'll get 10 hours of flight instruction where they'll actually be up in the air, which is really great for them at a reasonable price too. And of course, for more information, if you want your child to get involved in this, make sure to log on to our website, OKCFox.com. We have a link to there so you can get a little bit more information about this great program. And with that, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, that is really neat. Everyone, I don't know, a lot of kids wish they could fly or wish they could learn to fly a plane, and so to have that option is really neat.
Something, hey, that'd be how I spent my summer vacation story that'd be hard to top, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Remember it for the rest of your life.
You're going to be sweating during your summer vacation.